Good evening. This is CTV News for Friday, May the 29th. I'm Sonia Shrivastava.
And I'm Denise Douglas. Thank you so much for joining us. Our top story tonight is the FY16 budget adopted by the Prince George's County Council. Debate on the multi-billion-dollar proposal started in March and ended last night with a package that some say is a tough pill to swallow. Byron Scott has our story.
Is there a motion to adopt?
The vote in County Council chambers came at the end of a long day. There were 6 yeas.
So I reluctantly cast my yes vote on this budget.
And 3 nays.
And this is one of those times that I honestly cannot, in good conscience, support this piece of legislation.
Adopted was a $2.95 billion budget that included tax hikes far more modest than those sought by County Executive Rashern Baker.
The council's financial picture in the new fiscal year will not be without some pain for everyone.
The budget includes a 4% property tax hike and a 1% increase in telecommunications taxes.
This raises approximately $34 million in revenue for the school system, which is the necessary funding to cover the unfunded state teacher pension mandate for fiscal year 2016.
The package also stipulates that 50% of the gaming tax revenues from MGM National Harbor will go to education. The county executive released a statement which read in part, he will decide on whether it, the budget passed by council, represents the best course to position us for a more prosperous future. And the CEO of Prince George's Schools, Dr. Kevin Maxwell, also released a statement saying, unfortunately, this council action continues the tradition of chronic underfunding of our schools.
I believe our challenges are greater than just putting money into the school system.
The FY16 budget also includes a performance audit of schools, which is not aimed at or suggesting fraud, but rather if the money is being spent most efficiently.
Go from there and try to work through what needs to be funded.
And as they say, it ain't over till it's over. To that end, the county executive now has 9 days left either to sign the budget or veto it. Stay tuned. At the County Administration Building, Byron Scott, CTV News.
We'll certainly be talking more about that in the days to come. Well, former Maryland Governor Martin O'Malley is expected to announce his plans for the 2016 Democratic primary tomorrow. As a prelude to his announcement in Baltimore, the politician-musician released this short video today. The 52-year-old has also announced that his supporters have formed a super PAC to raise money for his possible presidential run. Generation Forward plans to run advertising in early primary states soon. Meantime, some activists plan to protest O'Malley's announcement this weekend. They claim police brutality flourished under his zero-tolerance policies as mayor of Baltimore.
A former substitute teacher in Montgomery County learns his punishment for child sex abuse. Today, a judge sentenced Jose Pineda to 5 years behind bars for sex abuse of a minor and sex offense charges. Back in April, Pineda pled guilty to 2 of 10 counts of child sex abuse. He was arrested after a female student at Roberto Clemente Middle School accused him of touching her inappropriately. Police said during the investigation, 9 other female students came forward with similar allegations. The married father of 3 may also face deportation back to Honduras. It seems the majority of Marylanders sympathize with students when it comes to the amount required of testing in public schools. According to a recent survey commissioned by the State Teachers Union, nearly 2/3 of voters polled say they are frustrated by the number of standardized tests given to students. 64% say too much class time is spent on exams, and only 27% think that it's important this tool in helping kids. Voters also rank the focus of standardized tests as the top concern facing public education in Maryland, above funding, class size, and school choice.
Well, after a long and for some a difficult road, students at a Prince George's Alternative Learning Program are commemorating a milestone today. Latifah Majid is standing by in Upper Marlboro with that story.
It's a moment they've all been waiting for, to walk across that stage and receive their high school diploma. Despite the different obstacles that many of these students had to go through, they all say that their determination is what helped get them to this point.
I look to you.
They all had different struggles, But as the saying goes, the world's most beautiful diamonds form under pressure.
First day of school, it was in September. I found out I was pregnant. I ended up losing the baby in October. It was just too much because my attendance was lacking.
Despite the many obstacles she faced, Crystal Price signed the paper to receive her diploma today.
God was tremendously a blessing. I've been wanting to do this for so long, but just to do it was everything.
Samantha Neka Goy.
Started in 1989, the community-based classroom is designed for students ages 16 to 21 who withdrew from traditional high school for various reasons.
Some of the most challenging students that come to us that have found some difficulty on their path to getting a high school diploma. And it's so nice just to see how they evolve and turn around and get focused.
For some students like Julian Wimbush, David Hatchersims, and Jesse Anderson, the alternative school was their only shot at getting a high school diploma.
It was either this or nothing else. It's either that or sit home or go get my GED.
Amazing. I've been waiting forever for this. It was a great moment. You know, I've been through a lot to get here. It was great because I honestly didn't think I would do it, and I was honestly going to settle for a GED. So to actually have this paper, this right here, is very important to me.
And all 4 students say they're not stopping here.
Shores Community College, I got accepted, and I'm going to major in music.
Next is going to college.
I'm going to UMUC in the fall. Actually, I'm in this process of the recruitment service of the Army.
Now again, these students receive their high school diplomas and not their GED, and there is a career program in the CBC that helps students obtain a job. In Upper Marlboro, I'm Latif Majid, CTV News.
And graduates from the CBC received their diplomas from their home high schools.